I am of the view that there are strong reasons for not requiring a death penalty assurance in this specific case, so no such assurances will be sought, he says.
Week. Today, Deliveroo calls for a change in employment law, allowing sick pay, insurance or even shares for some of its riders whilst keeping self-employment status.
He was referred to the government's Prevent programme for extremists aged 16, and he spent 7 years on the scheme. We've seen classified reports charting his extremism. This assessment, written in 2014, identified him as the driving force behind the National Action Group. He simply considered black and Asian races inferior to white people, it said. Another assessment bluntly warned that he was attempting to indoctrinate others, particularly disaffected young white men. And he did. But the network he created lives on. We've calculated that NA members have splintered off into at least 7 other far-right groups. And some, like these, are direct aliases.
National Action? What are you talking about? Never heard of them.
One of them is System Resistance Network. Like its predecessor, it's active in South Wales and growing elsewhere.
What about your former members who are in jail? What would you say to them? Or the victims of National Action?
Oh, you're, the name escapes me. Good Fresh?
Alex, tell me about your life instead.
Alongside 3.5% for some teachers, armed forces personnel will get 2% plus a 0.9% bonus, all worth £980 to the average soldier. Prison officers also get 2% plus a 0.75% one-off bonus. Police officers were awarded a flat 2%, taking the average constable's salary to £38,600.
ITV News understands an investigation has identified 70 people who allege abuse at Aston Hall. A report to be published tomorrow records 73 crimes, 40 are of a sexual nature, including rape. As for Dr Milner's techniques, a medical expert told investigators they were not acceptable, even by the standards of the time.
In 2012, just over 1 million bottles of British wine were produced, but by last year that had grown to nearly 6 million, most of which were sparkling wines. And with warmer weather and more vineyards, that's expected to reach 40 million bottles by 2040.
In the first half of this year, ITV beat the BBC in the prime-time ratings for the first time in 7 years, thanks to old favourites like Coronation Street, which is watched by an average of 8 million viewers. One-offs like the World Cup, 24 million tuned in to see England's semi-final defeat, and hits like Love Island, which has been watched by an average of more than 4 million viewers. ITV is less dependent than it was on advertising money, but the £890 million it banked is still almost half its total revenue.
An anticlimactic announcement perhaps, but the culmination of 13 years' work. That's how long the Mars Express probe has been orbiting the red planet, bouncing radar signals off the surface to see what may lie beneath. 1 mile below the ice of the southern pole, this is what they found. see it? Scientists say this white smudge is proof of a 12-mile wide lake.
The BBC has agreed to pay Sir Cliff Richard £850,000 towards his legal costs. The singer had already been awarded £210,000 in damages. The BBC is also paying South Yorkshire Police £315,000 for its legal fees, bringing the total payout to more than £1.3 million. Last week, the BBC was ordered to pay Sir Cliff £210,000 in damages. Today, the corporation agreed to pay £850,000 towards Sir Cliff's legal costs. Add to that a contribution to the legal costs of South Yorkshire Police, and it means the BBC has paid out £1.5 million so far, and more damages claimed by Sir Cliff are yet to be decided.
In August 2003, the UK recorded its highest ever temperature, hitting 38.5 degrees Celsius. One day later, official figures showed an extra 363 people died than on a normal day. Across the whole month, there were an extra 2,000 deaths across England. Pressure mounted on hospitals. In London, admissions rose 16% for those over 75.